Hello, doll lovers. It's Ruby Red's World of Dolls, and welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope the all is well, fantastic, and fabulous your way. Yes, guys, I have here my fresh squad. Got my little girl there, rock the bells. I thought it was this would be a fun video that I haven't done in a while. I haven't showcased these handsome guys since I got them when they were first released, and I unboxed them here on the channel. But they are always about here in the mini-verse, in a doll room or here, a doll room or there. So, they're not packed away and not being used, but they just don't get, photographed and showcased as much as I would like to. You guys know I love the guys. I love my Kens. I love my male dolls. Dr. Lisa from the Fresh Dolls, and this is the Fresh Squad. She was really in tune with our opinions and what we like, our feedback when she was designing these dolls. She and her team put a lot into this design. Now, this is Malik, and I forgot this handsome guy's name. I don't have Anthony on hand, though he's around here somewhere. I don't know where, but he's around here somewhere. And I have a bunch of the Fresh dolls, the girls. I've even got some hanging here on the wall, still in the box. I really loved this collection. I still love this collection. I support this collection. I support this small company. You guys know that the small businesses, when they're trying to compete with the big places, the big people like Mattel and, all the big companies, it's hard. I learned a lot from Dr. Lisa when she was doing the lives and sharing all of the ins and outs of making these dolls and what happens and what you have to do to get a doll designed and all this other stuff and produce dolls. And it's not as an easy task. It takes money and it takes support. You can have a good idea, but if you don't have the people to back you, a lot of them don't succeed. But I really like to support these companies, because supporting these companies, means that they can stick around for a little bit. Now, Dr. Lisa, she's not as active on the Instagram page as she used to be. I think she's got a lot going on, but she has this young man that she's kind of put in charge of it, so he kind of keeps things posted and up on the Instagram. And they don't post a lot, but I did see that they were having a sale, and that's how I ended up getting this, oh my goodness, getting this fashion pack. And I need to grab that shoe. Hold on. All right, I love the fashions. If you've ever owned a Fresh Squad doll, then you already know what I'm talking about. A lot of adult collectors do not care for these dolls because of the lack of articulation compared to the made-to-move body. Let's face it, when you're comparing apples to apples, nobody beats the made-to-move body when it comes to posability and all of that. A lot of people don't like the made-to-move body. A lot of collectors feel like it's, the joints are unattractive and they take away from their pictures and stuff. So they kind of like these dolls, but then you have a lack of posability. It's fine for me because, like I said, I still pose them in the scenes and they get to, they're handsome dolls. Malik and, gosh, why can't I think of your name? Your name's right on the tip of my tongue. And I can't even think of your name. You can't get these two guys anymore, or this guy. He was, I think, a Walmart exclusive. This is Khalil, and I ended up getting a bunch of Khalils, and I've got a Khalil open somewhere around here. I have opened several of his body because he didn't sell too well. Like I said, they always put these dolls in a very bad spot on the shelves, and people don't see them. People like me and you that are looking for dolls, we find them because we know we have to look. But people that are just looking in the section to see what's there, they don't always spot these dolls. But he ended up getting this. There's a story with this doll. He was not supposed to have the articulation that he has. He was not supposed to have this articulation. He was supposed to have the basic articulation, I think the basic 5 points, because I think he was originally like $12, $13. And Dr. Lisa told us that if we wanted him, we better run and get him, because there was a mix-up in production, and this doll got the articulated body, the nearest version of their articulated body. So of course I ran in and saw that my Walmart, I watched, and when they finally got him, I grabbed 2 of them, one to unbox and one to keep in box. And then my local Walmart wasn't selling him, and he went as low as $4. So $4 for this. His outfits were $4. And the shoes on these dolls, the quality of the clothing and the shoes, everything to this doll, to me, is very well made. And for me, as an adult collector and a doll collector that likes collecting all kinds of dolls, these dolls are a must-have. But I got them for $4. I bought all that they had. I have rebodied some of my Kens on Khalil's body, because they came on the basic 5 points of articulation, and this articulation was better than that. And those guys were handsome, and I wanted them to have more articulation, so I got them. But I really, really love these dolls. I don't know if they're still on sale, but these guys right here normally sell for $39.99. This is her platinum collection, and they are well worth the $39.99. I want to get these guys in the box. The way they're displayed in the box is just beautiful. You got to go to the Fresh Dolls site and check them out if you have not. But these are the guys. I don't even remember their names. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's why I'm telling you. But they put a lot of detail in these dolls. I mean, he has so much hair. I mean, this fro, you can't even find his scalp. But he's quite handsome. He did not come with the watch, though. I gave him the watch. But he's one of my regulars in the miniverse. He is. He's got that goatee there. You know, they're just handsome dolls. And, you know, they have more posability in these dolls. You know, they can look up, you know, and look down a little, but they can look up a lot more than they can look down. You know, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the sitting is much better. His knee is bent. His leg is okay. They sit better, you know, and they have ankle articulation. And again, the clothing on these dolls are just amazing. You know, anytime there's a fashion pack, I gotta have it. And that's why we're doing this video, because when I saw that they were having a sale online on Instagram, I ran over to the page to see. And I usually like to try to check every so often, because they don't really do a lot of advertising. But this is the packaging. You know, this is the Dr. Lisa packaging. These are the original dolls, and I'm gonna keep this because these are the original dolls. They are just, and this is Dr. Lisa. So let me take it out of this because I know it's like a glare. Let's get this piece of plastic off of here. But this is Dr. Lisa's dolls. This is Dr. Lisa, and these are her dolls. These are some of the dolls. That's Anthony with his handsome self. Like I said, he's around here somewhere. But I have every doll here on this packaging. I tried to get all of the dolls. Now, when she reconstructed the doll, the girls, and they made the heads bigger and changed the eyes and stuff on them, I kind of lost. Yeah, I kind of wasn't connected to them. I didn't care for that that aspect, though I do have some of them in my collection. I probably got all of them because, like I said, when they go on clearance, you know, I wait because I can see that they're not selling. Just keep eyeballing them, and I ended up getting them all, even the ones that weren't my favorites. But okay, there's the packaging. But here is, but I went to the site and saw that the dolls were on sale. They were on sale for $30. So I think it was $10 off, which is still $40 for these dolls is great. To get them $10 cheaper is even better. Again, like I said, with the clothing, I mean, I know it's summer and it's hot, but her fashion packs sell out really fast, and when they do, they don't usually come back in stock. So when I saw this fashion pack, it was worth it to me to get this fashion pack. So here it is. It's a hoodie, and you got that open part in the back. And you think about it, because he has so much hair with the with his dreads and stuff, and his hair was done so nicely. I'll have to show it to you guys up close. But again, the fabric, the details, the hoodie is a functioning hoodie. Yep, it is. I thought it was. I thought the other one was. Look at the band around the waist there, and it velcros in the back. Look at the sleeve there, and that sleeve, the cuffs, and then here are the sweatpants. And I like how she did. They don't feel the pieces up with all of those T-ties punching holes in your fabric. You got fresh squad on the leg there on both sides. They're really nice. They're hemmed. And then here is the waist. Got that waistband. I just like it. It's really nicely weighted material. And then we got their basic sneakers, purple bottom. We got the FS for Fresh Squad. And they're nicely made, you know. And I really love the Fresh Squad. All right, let's go ahead and change out one of you guys. Let me see who we're going to put. Let's take you out of here, Anthony. Not Anthony, Malik. Yeah. Malik was kind of like my favorite when I first got these dolls. But I really, really love these dolls. I mean, look at this. Zippers on the jackets. And like I said, the fashion packs, especially for the guy, even the girls too, their fashion packs sell out really fast. And the Kens do wear these clothes very well. But I got kind of paranoid or weary of the fashions, because I got some really nice, I've tried to get every fashion pack for the Fresh Squad that she's released. And I had this really cool black shirt, and it is nice, dressy type shirt, and I put it on, I think it was Tate, and he wasn't even in it that long, but the dark color ended up bleeding on his body, and I had a hard time getting all of that dye off of him. So, you know, that's why you have to really be cautious with the dark colors and your light tone dolls. I've never had that issue with any of the Fresh Squad dolls. I haven't seen any bleeding, because I had that same shirt on one of my Fresh Squads. I want to say Anthony wore that black shirt for a long time, and I never saw an issue on his body. I don't know if it's because of, you know, what the body's made out of. I need to make sure that Velcro doesn't snag his hair. Pull his braids loose. All right, let's get the hood. I know I'm all out of frame, guys. All right. Yeah, I know it's hot as crap. Today is not as hot as it has been. We got a lot of rain last night, guys. It stormed here really bad last night. It poured down. I mean, poured down. Sound like the bottom fell out for almost an hour. You know, it rained longer than that, but it rained hard for that long period of time. You know, it's so much going on. Everybody wants to deny climate, what we're doing to Mother Earth. You know, these storms are happening for a reason, and we really need to get it together. If there's something that we can do to stop it, we really have to do it. We really do. Climate control. Yep, these storms are, they're getting worse. They're getting worse. All right. Okay, come on. But yes, the Ken can wear the Fresh Squad clothes. All the pieces fit them just like they do them. But you just got to be careful with your light colored skin tone dolls and the dark toned fabrics. Oh, this is so cool on him. Check him out. Doesn't he look handsome? These are some handsome guys. These guys are true to the deal. This is what I'm talking about. There you go. This is why I love these dolls. This is why I will always support them when they release these dolls. You know, some people used to say that the $40 price point was too much for those guys. And I was like, what are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about? I thought they were worth every penny that I paid. These fashion pack, I want to say this fashion pack was $11. It went up. You know, everything's gone up a little bit. But there is Malik. And I think he looks quite handsome in this suit. Yep. It was the only one that was available. I only think they had like 2 fashion packs. Because like I said, the fashion packs sell out very quickly on the site. You know, online. Because a lot of stuff you can only get online. Even when the dolls were available in the store. Look at how nicely these clothes are made. Look at how nice. These are miniature clothes. Other than the Velcro on the shirts. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Everything is so nicely made. But I really love these guys. And I thought, let me pull out the guys and showcase the guys in this video with this fashion pack. But look at the details on his dreads. His locks. They're called locks. I pulled them back because they're so thick that you can't see his handsome face. And I wanted to show his face. You know, so I pulled them back in a rubber band. But look how nice and thick his hair is. And the material and how realistic they look. I mean, so much work went into these dolls. And these dolls are still available on the Fresh Doll site. They're still available. And as you can see, they're all handsome. Yes. I just love it. I love my Fresh Squad. Anthony's missing. I think Anthony is the only guy that's missing. He is. Anthony, I don't know. I'm going to have to find my Anthony. I don't know where Anthony's butt is around here. But he's somewhere because Anthony was chosen for the Rock the Bells collection. And I ended up getting a couple of more Anthony's because I love the bodies and because my local Walmart marked her and him down to $6. Now I bought them when they were regular price of $12.97, which isn't bad. Again, look how nicely made her outfit is. They did a collab with AOL and they did this hip hop Rock the Bells collection. And I had to have it in my collection. So, you know, I bought a set to keep in the box as a collector. And then, of course, I had to have the ones that I could play with. But here's what I mean about the face. Now, this is the latest face that she did on the girls. You see how bigger the heads are compared to the guys? The guys have more like collectible heads. But they made the heads bigger and, you know, gave them bigger eyes. And even though they are still beautiful, she is a beautiful doll. She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. But, you know, pierced ears, fully articulated like the guys. They never gave the girls wrists, though. Yeah. And the last collection that she did was really detailed, and they rolled out so many dolls in that last collection of girls. I couldn't keep up with them, but I think I did get one of them. And a lot of them sold out because they were sold at Target, but Walmart, my local Walmart, never got them in stock. They were never sold inside the store. But here's my Fresh Squad gang, and I thought that I will pull them out for you guys and show you guys my Fresh Squad gang. And this outfit was what inspired it. This outfit is what inspired it. I just love it. I like this. You know, I know you're about to burn up, Anthony. I mean, Malik, why do I want to keep calling you Anthony? Because Anthony's on my mind. I'm going to have to go find Anthony. I don't know where Anthony is. But we got to find Anthony. We got to find him. We do. Alright, I'm trying to pull his braids down because he's a fine man. Yes, he is. I'm making a mess of your hair, Anthony. There I am again calling Malik Anthony. Oh, boy, I got Anthony on my mind. I got him on my mind. I'm just trying to fix his braids in this hoodie. I can't have my man standing up here looking crazy now. I can't do that. All right. Now see, because see, their heads don't tilt as much, but they do still tilt. But I just want to give you guys a taste of that chocolate there. Isn't he handsome? Yes, he is. He is so handsome. He is so handsome. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I have a confession to make, and then I'm going to end this video. I did do a little shopping on Prime. I bought some blind balls because I could not resist the price. I bought the latest Barbie book. I love collecting those. It was such a great price. It was like $18. I could not resist it, and I think they still have it on sale. It's called The Celebration of the Icon. I did get that. I bought Miss Brooklyn. She's still on sale. I had to have her. Yes, I know I said that I had went past the budget, but those were just things I just could not pass up. And then, guys, I'm over here in the corner here. I got this girl at my local Walmart. This is from the Love Collection. She's from the Love Collection. My local Walmart finally marked those dolls down on clearance. They have been $29, $30 ever since they came in the store. I was tempted to pick London up when I saw her in person for $30, but I talked myself out of it. I said, you have to wait if she goes on sale. That's the only way you can add her. I was in my local Walmart the end of last week. They had her and the other girls, the whole collection. They marked them from $29.99 to $18, so I grabbed her. Then they had the fashion packs that are typically $12 on look at how small she looks to them. I really love this doll. The articulation and the quality of the clothing and design of the doll, they're worth the $30 price point. The fashion packs were on clearance for $8, so I grabbed what they had. I'm missing one of them was missing, but I love these fashion packs. This is the detail we used to get from Mateo. Y'all remember back when Fashion Avenue, we used to get real fabric bags, but these bags are plastic, but they're still so detailed. This is the kind of stuff we used to get back when. Oh, I tell you, we did. I sure do miss it. But these were $8. The regular price was $12. Even at $12, that's still a great deal, you know. But I did bite the bullet, and I bought that. I hadn't unboxed a new doll in a while, and I said, you know, I can afford to dip in my little stash and buy her and enjoy her. And she's fully articulated. Articulation is awesome. I love the size of her. I have a dollhouse that she would be perfect for, and some furniture that I have, so I'm definitely going to be putting her in that. You guys have seen the reviews of these dolls. They're so nice. The clothing, the detail. She has a beautiful pink top underneath this very well made jacket. I mean, I just couldn't pass her up for $18. I just couldn't. And she's a very well made doll, and she's beautiful too. And I do want to get the other three girls, but they're going to have to go down some more in price. So I feel like I'm being very good. You know, I'm making smart choices, I think. But yes, I did buy those blind balls because, you know, the angel cake, and I love the blind balls. The blind balls, I bought some more of the books, the original ones. The new series is supposed to be delivered tomorrow. They shipped out earlier than they said, which usually happens. Walmart usually does that. They were $3.99, so I grabbed 4 more of those balls. I just couldn't resist. And then they had the mini brand Master Chef. I have never purchased that collection of ball, so it was fun for me to get them. They were only $2.99, guys. And or they might have been less than $2.99. They might have been $2.74 or something like that. But they only limited you to 3. So I bought 3, and then I called my daughter and said, buy 3 of those balls and ship them to my address, and she did. So I ended up getting 6 total of those balls. So the Angel Cake and I are gonna love unboxing those for sure. I'm excited about that. But you know, I'm good, I'm fine. I'm just waiting on the Doctor Who doll to release. And guys, yes, you know Mattel Creation has that site, that sale going on the website. Each day they showcase a very popular doll for a very big price cut. I have not been tempted to buy any of them, though I am in love with the sale. If I had not bought my Smart Doll and my Smart Doll clothes, I probably would have purchased one of those dolls that I've seen. But I did break down because I said to myself, and I was talking to one of you guys on Instagram, that if they ever dropped him in price to $50, I would buy him because I want his fashions. And the fashions were worth that to me. The doll, and you know, I hope he grows on me, but just from what I've seen in reviews and looking at him on the promos and the pics and on the sites, he's okay. You know, he's okay. You know, I like all kinds of dolls in my collection, so you know, he ain't going nowhere, but I bought him for his clothes. I bought him for his clothes, and I think the clothes itself is worth the fashions. They've got some pretty good sales going on. They've got those fashion packs, the Barbie at Barbie Style fashion packs for $15, which I bought some of those before when they had them for $15. The real cute one, the most popular one, the little black and white checkered 2-piece, that one sold out though, but the other 2 are still up there for $15. So if you haven't checked out the sale, go ahead and check it out. I don't know if you have to be a member of the club to shop for the sale. I don't know. I think as long as it doesn't say a Mattel Creation member only, I think you can purchase it. Alright guys, that concludes this video. You know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. We are Ruby Red's World of Dolls there. Continue being awesome, fantastic, and fabulous. And I will see you awesome, amazing people in my next video.